Alright. Here we go, guys. It's time for game 2 of this week's Icyfar. The challenge was extremely inefficient weapon, where players had to win in the most bludgeony spoon to the eye, fingernail to the arm, scratch your opponent's nipple slightly, sack whack them, give them a nipple cripple, that sort of very, very slow and bludgeony death. Down here in the bottom right, it's a barcode. And up here in the top left, in the blue, it's hurt one. Hey, I think isn't this the portrait? That's like the Canada Marine, right? From what's the tournament called? I think it's from that tournament. Jesus, I can't even remember. Whoa. Barcode, you just saw that cheeky little boy. That guy has douchebag written all over his face. That's like when someone knocks on your door. You know, there's two types of situations when someone knocks on your door, guys. There's the type where it's an old lady and she says, oh, do you want to hear about the Lord our Savior? And you're like, yeah, sure, okay, nice enough. Sorry, I'm busy. And then there's the time when a 370-pound guy of pure muscle with 6 different face tattoos says, hey, do you want to hear about our Lord and Savior, photon cannons in your fucking natural? And you're like, no. You don't even take the little latch thing off. You're like, get the fuck out, get off my property, I'm calling the police. No. That's this guy right here. This probe most certainly has face tats. He goes to the gym, he juices, and he's got rage issues, and right now he's building photon cannons in the natural. Thankfully, the barcode Zerg overreacts, pulls like 10 drones, even cancels the natural in panic, because, I mean, let's face it, if I didn't have one of those security latch things on my door and that the psychopath manages to get in, I'm going to retreat to the bathroom. I'm going to go back, lock that door. It's the next room with a solid door in my house. You guys know, we've all got the plan, right? Someone gets into your house with a weapon. You've got like your stages, right? Of which room you go to hide in while you fucking call the police and you find some weapon and you try to like wait in there and hope they don't break the door down and they just steal your shit and that they don't want to harvest your kidneys. Hurt one's still committing, guys. His cousin's like, mate, did you do something to my cousin? I'm here to get revenge. You're like, fudge sickles. Why are there 3 cannons in the middle of the... What the fuck am I looking at? Hurt one here is an absolute psychopath. Oh god, the drones aren't even attacking the cannon. That's a cannon. No, the barcode. No, barcode Zerg. So intimidated by his cousin that he literally shits his pants and just runs away screaming out of his own house. And his cousin has now set up shop in the living room. He's like, cool, you're going to hide in the bathroom? You're going to go back into the bathroom and hide it? He goes into your pantry, gets some fucking Doritos out, sits on the couch and starts eating them. Just makes himself comfortable. He sees your cell phone on the coffee table in the living room and he's like, you can't call the cops. It's fine. I've got a fucking cannon in your living room, aka I'm a juiced up motherfucker who could rip your head out of its fucking socket if I wanted to. Meanwhile, we've got average Joe barcode Zerg over here, whimpering in his shoes, is like, fuck. He's banging on the wall, trying to do Morse code to his neighbor. He's like, help me, there's a fucking murderer in me house. Meanwhile, Mr. Murderer over here, face tats and all, has the Nexus going up over there. Is he going to take another gas? I do not know. Random cannon in the main. I like this. So those, oh my god, these Zerglings. He goes for a run by, he says, only 1 cannon? Get fucked, mate. I am going to run past your base. Ha ha ha. I'm going to get into you. What the fuck is going on? Why are they there? That makes no sense. Holy shit. He tried to climb out the window. He's half out the window and he sees the guy with the tats just fucking staring at him and he's like, mate, come to papa. He turns around, fucking tries to run out another window. He says, what the fuck? You've barricaded me other window as well? Holy shit. How is this guy everywhere at once? Panically gonna start trying to dig a hole in the wall. Is like, maybe if I just smash a hole in the plaster, I can fucking get out of here. And it seems to be working. So far, he has managed to break through the weatherboard. He's trying to get through there, the plasterboard, sorry. And unfortunately, no. He has to run the fuck away. Okay, once again, our, average Joe wimp who has a psychopath in his house is now resorting to the option. He says, okay, I hid in the bathroom. Luckily, because I know that's my panic room in my house, I have a baseball bat. This here is a baseball bat. I know he's bigger than me. He looks scarier than me. He's probably been hit by a baseball bat a few times, but he didn't have a weapon. I think we can do this. He comes out. He hits him on the arm and then steps back and says, all right, that looks like it hurt him. I think I'm doing okay. We've got it. Yeah, we're going to keep on beating him. So far, what he doesn't realize is that his opponent, the large, tattooed, muscular man taking up residence in his living room, is not really flinching each time he takes a baseball bat. Hits him in the face with that one. Doesn't even flinch. At this point, you should probably have some alarm bells ringing because there's a good to high chance that he's on methamphetamines and he does not feel pain. So you're dealing with a sort of Terminator situation right now where you could literally chop his arm off and he's not going to feel it. Is a baseball bat really enough to defend yourself in that scenario? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like each time he hits him as well, we are seeing the rage build up in our lovely tattooed friend. He's got a warp prism on the way over there. And more cannons in the main, just in case. Because why the fuck not? I love this layers of defense. It's cannons there, cannons there, cannons there. But you know what? He's going around. He's used the little doggy door, the little cat flap in the door. He's slid out into the backyard and he's trying to escape once again. He's got a baseball bat in hand, little pack of Roach Ravager baseball bat equivalency, and he's gonna try to get out of his house. So far, every time he's tried to get out of his house, get away from this home invader, he's been stopped in his tracks. He's gonna try one more time. Now, he's got an overlord there, providing a little bit of high ground vision. He may be able to use some biles from the low ground. We're gonna have to see exactly how this happens. 6 Ravagers, almost enough to one-shot a cannon. Actually, I think 6 times 6 is 36. That is enough to one-shot a cannon. Oh, the shield battery does well, though. Oh, God. Okay, only 1 Ravager goes down. Nicely done there. He's going to actually get through, and he's going to stop that warp gate getting upgraded as well. Oh, man. Depowers all of this. The Ravagers have actually made it happen. Meanwhile, what the fuck? He's gone into the bathroom, and he set up residence right there again. Oh, God, this guy is a psychopath. Rebuilding cannons in the living room one more time, in the bathroom, and oh God, what the hell? His friends are here as well, a whole bunch of his family. They're having a cookout in your backyard. Is this a home invasion or some sort of weird property, escalation? I don't know what's going on. I just know right now, this Zerg player is like, what the fuck is happening? Did you just siege a warp prism in my main, drop a probe and build a cannon behind my mineral line? These roaches just headbutting stuck between the minerals. The most confused roach of all time. The drone's like, seriously? Do we have to deal with this? The roach is like, I'm scared. I just saw my friend die. The drone's like, are you fucking seriously not going to help? Him and his friends are like, no, we just want to see how well you guys fight. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Casual 16 drones die, taking out the single cannon behind the main base. At this point, it starts to dawn on us that Hurt 1 may actually be a giant bag of dicks that, I don't know, maybe sold his soul or something, made some sort of pact with the devil in order to take on human form and be allowed to play StarCraft. But he really is, I feel like, envisioning what a bag of dicks would do. If it was in human form, was allowed to play StarCraft, I think this right here is it. Once again, redrops, tries to build another cannon. This time the roaches say, okay, we'll actually help this time. They shut it down for now. Yet nonetheless, this warp prism, an absolute thorn in the side. Cannons and batteries still on the low ground, high ground. These Ravagers very slowly trying to bile their way through. Remember that expansion got killed. These Ravagers unable to do shit. Our Zerg player trying to take another expansion. Meanwhile, Hurt 1 doing whatever the frack he feels like, is expanding to every corner of the map. So, extremely inefficient weapon challenge is continuing here. At this point, I feel quite bad. Is he going to pull like 7 probes to fight 2 Ravagers? I don't know if you know how maths works. I think this is that point where the tattooed guy sends his pet chicken to go and fight the person. And the person's like, what? And just beats it with a baseball bat and it dies. And it's like, I don't like cruelty to animals, but you sent your fucking chicken to peck at me. Like, what? That's messed up, man. Face tattoo guy is looking for another angle to be a douchebag, and it looks like he's found it. Face tats and cannons on the high ground. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Right over that mineral line. Of course, our barcode Zerg player has no idea what's going on. These Ravagers also getting ravaged, funnily enough. I guess that is one thing they can do. Oh, man. Accidentally headbutts into range of that again. Finally takes that cannon down. There are 2 more in there, but the Ravager's going to try and work their way around. Of course, our barcode Zerg thinks he's like in the only economy of the Protoss. He's like, I think I've got a chance. I think I'm doing it, guys. I've got the warp prism covered there, And maybe at some point we'll drone this base up. But for now, check it out. We're going to take out these probes. Hurt One is like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's send 3 chickens at once and see if they can do it. No, baseball bats still beat chickens. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Peck of the century. Peck of the century. No, the chickens backed off at the last second and were not able to finish off that Ravager. Oh, man. I feel really bad. Guys, if you ever are reincarnated as a chicken, remember, do not become the property of someone with a face tattoo. They will send you into battle and they will not care about your life. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. Chickens are just good, happy creatures. Why are we going to be so cruel? Oh, God, this overlord. He's like, I'll help. I'll help. Shit, I don't have an attack. At least it bled on the cannon a little bit. And that's, you know, that's something, I guess. Roach is still rallying through these random cannons. And we are about to see our barcode Zerg player finally swap into droning. He's like, yeah, okay, I should drone this new expansion. It's 1 base versus 2 bases if I drone this. So we'll be doing pretty well, right? Fuck you! Get out of my house! Stop it! Stop it! Probes, by the way, being pulled into the main. Hurt One learning from his master, Florencio. And that's more probes than that is drones. Is he going to win? Nice little surround on the bottom with those drones, but that's a shit ton of probes. And they're going to overwhelm the mineral line. The most efficient way to finish the game, guys, is the 11-minute probe pull. For those of you who are here to learn how to play StarCraft, remember, that is the only content I care about in my stream. It's all about educational strategies. And right now, Hurt One is teaching us how to be a gigantic douchebag with a face tattoo who's living in someone else's house without their permission while they scream. Right now, a few roaches are going to come out and slowly defend the 0 economy of our barcode Zerg. Sitting at 1,500 minerals right now, has no idea what the fuck is happening. And at this point, do you just leave or do you try to rebuild your drones? No, it's going to be just going to rebuild roaches. I believe has lost every Ravager in the main. We've got cannons there. We've got cannons there. We've got cannons there. We've got the second wave of cannons here. We've got cannons there. We've got cannon there. We've got a Dark Templar Shrine. Yeah, I think this is the douchebag whole package here. You know, you guys want your douchebag starter kit. You start with a few cannons. And then when you've won the game, you begin to just slowly taunt your opponent by being as inefficient and ridiculous as possible. And that seems to be Hurt One's entire strategy. Is up on a 33 probe economy. At this point, the barcode Zerg says, maybe I should check to see if he has another expansion. And it might slowly be dawning on him that all of these bases on the top right-hand side have been taken this entire time. Our barcode Zerg, deep on Struggle Street, definitely has a little bit of poop on the sheets at this point, because, I mean, you're going to be panicked when you see someone cannoning you, when you see a dude with a face tattoo knock on your door and then shove his foot on the door when you try to slam it shut. But when he then sets up residence in your living room, you realize that he's literally chopped a hole in your sofa and started pooping in it because he doesn't know how to use a toilet, apparently. He's decided to just invite his whole family over and set them up throughout your house and your backyard. And he's basically just ignored you every time you've tried to attack him with your baseball bat, and he's just laughed at you and sent his pet chickens to fight you. It's an odd experience, but at some point you've got to realize you're either having the worst nightmare of all time, or reality isn't what you once thought it was. And at that point, I think shitting your bed, shitting the pants, it's just justified. It makes sense. And oh, that wasn't chickens. That was geese. These are geese right here. You guys ever fucking been near an angry goose? Holy shit, those things are vicious. You could tell because they did a bit better than the angry chickens before. No, emus are when they get the charge upgrade blocks. Easy there, mate. Hurt One, you need to stop. This is grossing me out. Why are you building another Dark Shroud? Finish the game, you sick bastard. Holy shit. Florencio, for those of you who've never watched the Florencio files, you should really go check it out. It teaches you a lot about how to not win a game when you've won a game. It really is a beautiful, beautiful, skillful exercise in terms of how to not finish a game which really should have been finished a long time earlier. He's like, oh, I can't reach that mineral line, I better build a cannon here. Because that's the most logical way to win the game right now against the 7 drone Zerg who's running around with single Ravagers wondering, what the shit do I even do in this game? Yeah, except not. These cannons are going to go down. The Roaches, the Ravagers coming forward. Rando probe over there is like, run behind the cannons, lure them here. And that Ravager decides to bite off more than it can shoot. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of disgusted. We got... Oh, God, he's going to do it again, isn't he? Yep. You sick bastard. The Zerglings are on the case. Thank God, Zerglings are here. They are going to stop him building cannons. He keeps building a cannon in the back of that base. He's gonna get shut down for once, and he's building probes 4 at a time. And yeah, a single Dark Templar decides to wander in. He says, "Hey, my name is Mr. Douchebag, and I've got your complimentary stabbing. Would you like some? There you go. There's some. There's also some." And yeah, at this point, I think our Barcode Zerg player is realizing that the dude who's taken up residence in his house is definitely turning this into a goddamn cassowary farm. Wild cassowaries running around. For some reason, they're invisible and have scythes, and they are pecking the shit out of him. He's got his friends together, though. He's called them over, his neighbors. They've got crowbars, baseball bats, a bunch of weapons, similar to what you see people with if it's a zombie apocalypse. There's always someone who's got a fucking fence paling with a nail in it, and you're like, really? That's the best weapon? The first zombie you hit, that's going to get stuck in their head. You're not going to be able to get out. That's useless. It's a fucking terrible weapon. A board with a nail in it. Jesus, get a club. Club's going to do a lot better. Nonetheless, they are going to come in and focus down the DT shrine, because remember, guys, that's the only DT shrine, right? Just remember, Hurt One, a lover of phallic objects, and does enjoy building double DT shrine. Roach is running in, killing one of the many expansions. Still doesn't really know about these ones being fully saturated. The pet chickens are getting killed. That's kind of savage. Roast chicken tonight. There's more cannons over here just to be in range of the Hydra Den. Okay, fair enough. I want to get into Hurt One's camera. I want to get inside the mind of the sick puppy and try to figure out what's going on, because I'm pretty sure at this point he's got one hand stroking his ego. Ego, yes, his ego. This is not, you know how people get pretty serious when they're trying to win a game of StarCraft, and then there's people who live only for the pain of their opponents, and I think we're figuring out which category one of those Hurt One happens to be in at this point. He's the guy who wakes up in a bad mood and sees nothing wrong with spreading it around. He's like, man, I just woke up feeling shit today, but you know what? I've learned a lot in my life about being as productive and a good as person as I can, so I'm gonna remember to apply everything I've learned throughout my life. And he just goes and like pushes a fucking grandma over on the sidewalk and runs off laughing. You're like, what the fuck? And he's like, I feel better now. Haha. You're like, you're a sick bastard. That's not cool. You're sick. Stop it. That's not cool. That's not cool, man. And he's like, nah, it feels good because I inflict pain on other people, so then they feel worse than me and I feel better comparatively. And you're like, that's not a good philosophy for your life, man. That's fucking terrible. You're a bad person. He's like, okay, I'll actually warp in units only because I see a big army here. And let's go back to everyone's camera. The Zealot took down a hatch on the south. The cannons and the Zealots, aka fucking emus, running in there. Or actually, sorry, they weren't emus. What the fuck did I even say? I don't even know. The metaphor's gone. At this point, it's too much of a shit show. The metaphor of the guy taking up residence in your house is gone a long time ago. It's gone. It's just the Zerg player, deeply depressed and sad, trying to win the slowest game. It was geese, wasn't it? Okay, the geese did end up going down as well. Even more chickens, couple geese, and one goddamn big motherfucker over there. What the hell? Is that a wombat? Is that a wombat that's been trained to fight? I think it is. That's definitely a wombat over there. The Zerg doesn't even GG. Why would you? That's terrible. Like, you know when you win a fight, and then you push them to the ground, and then you just walk away. You're like, yeah, you like drop the mic kind of moment. Hurt One's the guy who kicks the person in the head while they're unconscious, takes a fucking shit on their face, and then like takes photos of it and posts it on fucking Snapchat. You're like, what the hell are you doing? You're sick. You're sick. Dirty. Bad, Hurt One. Bad. That was disgusting. Thank you for sending me in. You're fucking sick. I feel at least I understand humanity a little bit better after that one. Or the lack of humanity in some people. You disciple of Florencio. You acolyte of the dark arts. Fucking worshipper of the sewer. Disgusting. Thanks for the replay though, I guess. GG.